As the sun began to set on a desolate stretch of highway, my friend and I embarked on a road trip to a remote cabin in the woods. The winding road ahead was shrouded in darkness, with only our headlights cutting through the night. It was on this eerie journey that we encountered the mysterious hitchhiker. Standing alone on the side of the road, the hitchhiker appeared out of nowhere, his figure illuminated by the glow of the moon. His presence was unsettling, his eyes piercing through the darkness with an intensity that sent shivers down our spines. Despite our initial hesitation, we decided to offer him a ride, feeling a sense of obligation to help a stranger in need. As the hitchhiker climbed into the back seat, a sense of unease settled over us. His silence was deafening, his gaze fixed on the road ahead, with an intensity that bordered on obsession. The air inside the car grew heavy with tension, each passing mile feeling like an eternity as we tried to make sense of the hitchhiker's enigmatic presence. Suddenly, without warning, the hitchhiker vanished into thin air. One moment he was there, the next he was gone, leaving behind nothing but an empty seat and a lingering sense of dread. We were left speechless, our minds racing with questions and fear as we struggled to comprehend what had just happened. As we reached our destination, we were haunted by the memory of the vanishing hitchhiker. Was he a ghost, a figment of our imagination, or something far more sinister? The mystery remained unsolved, leaving us with a chilling reminder that some encounters on the road are best left unexplained. As my car sputtered to a stop on a desolate stretch of highway, my friends and I found ourselves in front of an abandoned gas station. What was once a bustling hub of activity now stood silent and decrepit, its windows shattered and its pumps covered in rust. A sense of isolation and unease settled over us as we stepped out of the car and into the eerie stillness of the deserted gas station. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and the only sound was the distant howl of the wind as it whipped through the empty pumps. Despite our misgivings, we decided to explore the gas station in search of any signs of life or fuel. As we ventured deeper into the derelict building, a sense of foreboding grew with each step, the shadows playing tricks on our minds. Suddenly, a flicker of movement caught my eye, a fleeting glimpse of a figure disappearing around a corner. My heart pounding, we followed the mysterious presence deeper into the abandoned gas station, our footsteps echoing through the empty corridors. As we turned a corner, we were met with a chilling sight, a row of old-fashioned gas pumps suddenly coming to life, their nozzles twisting and turning as if possessed by some unseen force. Panic set in as we realized we were not alone in the abandoned gas station. Whispers echoed through the empty building, their words unintelligible, yet filled with malice. With a sense of urgency, we made a hasty retreat to the car, the sound of our footsteps drowned out by the eerie creaking of the gas station. As we sped away from the abandoned gas station, we were left with more questions than answers. Who or what had we encountered in that desolate place? And what dark secrets lay hidden within its crumbling walls? The mystery of the abandoned gas station would linger in our minds long after we had left, a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk in the most unexpected of places. As the night descended upon the winding mountain roads, I found myself pursued by a sinister presence on my road trip. The headlights of my car illuminated the empty road ahead, casting long shadows that seemed to dance in the darkness. It was then that I first caught sight of another driver, a spectral figure in a vintage car, its headlights piercing through the night like glowing eyes. At first, I dismissed the apparition as a trick of the light or a figment of my imagination, but as the phantom driver drew closer, its presence became undeniable. The air grew cold, and a sense of dread settled over the road, as if the very fabric of reality had been twisted by the spectral figure's presence. With each passing mile, the encounters with the phantom driver escalated, its ghostly form appearing and disappearing at will. My heart raced as I tried to outrun the relentless pursuit, the phantom car matching my speed with an otherworldly grace. The haunting effects of the spectral figure left me paralyzed with fear, my mind consumed by the chilling realization that I was not alone on the road. In a spine-chilling revelation, the phantom driver suddenly appeared right beside my car, looking at me through the window. My hands trembled on the wheel as I tried to make sense of what I had just witnessed, the memory of the phantom driver haunting my every thought. I accelerated, trying to shake him off, but he stayed right beside me, matching my speed effortlessly. Suddenly, the phantom car swerved and forced me off the road. My car skidded to a halt in a deserted clearing, surrounded by thick trees and impenetrable darkness. The vintage car stopped a few meters ahead. The phantom driver stepped out, and I could see him clearly for the first time. A gaunt figure with hollow eyes and a face twisted in a permanent grimace. With no other option, I got out of my car. As I approached the phantom driver, he pointed towards a faintly glowing spot on the ground. Trembling, I walked over and started digging with my hands, the cold earth biting into my skin. Soon, I uncovered a rusted old box. Opening it, I found a collection of photographs and newspaper clippings. The photos were of me and my friends, but they were taken years ago, and the clippings detailed a series of mysterious disappearances on this very road. My heart raced as I realized the connection. The phantom driver was one of the missing persons, and he was trying to tell me something. The final newspaper clipping revealed the horrifying twist. I was listed as the next person to disappear. A chilling realization washed over me as I looked back at the phantom driver. He nodded slowly, as if confirming my worst fears. Suddenly, the ground beneath me gave way, and I fell into a shallow grave. Scrambling to get out, I saw the phantom driver standing at the edge, looking down with a sorrowful expression. He whispered, "You must break the cycle." Summoning every ounce of courage, I climbed out and grabbed the photographs and clippings. As I set them on fire, the phantom driver began to fade. "Remember," he said, "only you can stop this." The vintage car vanished, and I was left alone in the clearing, the fire burning away the evidence of the curse. I knew I had to warn others and break the cycle of disappearances. As I drove away, the road stretched out before me, a chilling reminder of the horrors I had encountered, and the responsibility now resting on my shoulders to end the terror for good.